She controlled million-dollar deals with a single sentence, yet forgot the one date that mattered most, her mother's birthday. What happened next, inside a quiet restaurant with a struggling single dad, changed her life forever. Stay till the end, because this story doesn't end where you think it does. Back in index pointing right if you love emotional, real-life inspired stories about kindness and second chances. Like this video and subscribe to the channel now. It truly helps us grow. She realized it at a red light, hands tight on the steering wheel, the city glowing cold and indifferent around her. The notification blinked on her phone. "Mom, you didn't forget, did you?" And in that instant, the CEO of a global tech firm felt smaller than she had in years. Amelia Hart was known for precision. Investors trusted her because she never missed deadlines, never overlooked details, never forgot. But tonight, she had forgotten the one person who had never forgotten her. Her mother's birthday. Again, the memory stung deeper because Amelia knew why. Another board meeting ran late. Another acquisition dinner. Another moment where success demanded everything and returned silence. She didn't call back. Instead, she drove. No destination, just movement. That's how she ended up at the corner restaurant. An old place, warm lights, no reservation required, no recognition expected. Inside, the smell of fresh bread and soup wrapped around her like something familiar. She chose a small table by the window. That's when she noticed him. Across the room, a man in a worn jacket sat with a little girl, maybe 6 or 7, her feet swinging under the chair. He was trying, really trying, to make the moment special. He folded a napkin into a flower. She laughed like it was magic. Amelia watched without meaning to. The man, Daniel, was a single dad, though Amelia didn't know his name yet. But she recognized the exhaustion behind his smile. The kind you don't get from meetings, but from nights awake, worry heavy on your cheese. The girl asked for something on the menu he hesitated at, scanning prices before nodding anyway. Amelia felt something twist inside her. When the waiter came, Daniel asked quietly if they could share a plate. He wasn't ashamed, but he was careful. The girl talked about school, about a drawing she made. Daniel listened like nothing else in the world mattered. Amelia's phone buzzed again. Another email. Another demand. She ignored it. For the first time in years, she ignored it. When dessert came, Daniel apologized. He said maybe next time. The girl said it was okay. She was used to next time. That phrase echoed in Amelia's chest like an accusation. Next time, that's what she'd told her mother too many times. Without fully understanding why, Amelia stood, walked to the cashier, and paid their bill, quietly, anonymously. As she passed their table, the girl smiled at her. Just a smile. No thanks. No idea. Amelia sat back down, heart racing like she'd done something dangerous. But it felt right. For the first time all day, something felt right. Daniel realized it when the waiter returned, confused, saying everything was already taken care of. Daniel stood, insisting there must be a mistake, but the waiter only shrugged and pointed gently toward Amelia's table. She froze when Daniel approached. He looked uncomfortable, grateful, embarrassed all at once. "I don't know why you did that," he said softly, "but thank you." Amelia wanted to brush it off, say it was nothing, but the truth spilled out instead. "I forgot my mom's birthday," she said, surprising herself. Daniel blinked. The girl looked between them. "My mom's gone," the girl said casually, like stating the weather. Daniel's hand tightened around his daughter's shoulder. Silence settled. Not awkward, but heavy. Amelia swallowed. In that moment, her problem felt small and massive all at once. They talked. Just talked. No taites. No resumes. Daniel told her about losing his wife, about juggling 2 jobs, about promising his daughter that even if life was hard, love would never feel cheap. Amelia listened like she hadn't listened in years. She told him about climbing her way up, about believing that success would eventually make the sacrifices worth it, about realizing she wasn't so sure anymore. The girl fell asleep at the table, head against her dad's arm. Amelia watched them, something in her chest breaking open. She checked her phone again, not for work, but for her mother's number. She stepped outside and called. Her mom answered immediately. "No ange." Just relief. Amelia apologized. Really apologized. She promised to come by tomorrow. Not next time. Tomorrow. When she returned, Daniel was gathering his things. He thanked her again, tried to refuse when she offered to walk them out. In the parking lot, the city felt quieter. Before leaving, Daniel said something that stayed with her. "You didn't just pay for dinner," he said. "You reminded me that kindness still shows up when you least expect it." Amelia watched them drive away, realizing something terrifying and beautiful. She wanted to be that person more often. Not the CEO, the human. That night, she went home and drafted an email. Not to investors, but to her assistant. She canceled the morning meeting. For the first time in years, work would wait. The next day, Amelia showed up at her mother's house with flowers, cake, and time. Real time. They talked, laughed, cried. Her mother didn't care about the gift. She cared that Amelia stayed. Meanwhile, Daniel told his daughter a story about a kind stranger who reminded him that hope still existed. Weeks passed. Amelia couldn't forget that night. She returned to the restaurant often, sometimes hoping to see them again. One evening, she did. This time, she didn't hide. They talked again. Slowly, naturally, something grew. Not romance first, but understanding. Amelia learned to balance. Not perfectly, but honestly. She set boundaries. She showed up. She funded a small program for single parents, quietly, without press. Daniel never asked. That mattered to her most. 1 year later, Amelia stood in the same restaurant, this time with her mother at her side, Daniel and his daughter laughing nearby. Life wasn't flawless, but it was full. Amelia realized success wasn't what you built alone. It was who you remembered along the way. And sometimes, the most important meetings weren't scheduled at all. They happened when you walked into a small restaurant carrying regret and walked out carrying grace. Back in Index Pointing Right, if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful true kindness tales. Your support keeps these stories alive.